Hey, Travels with Dottie here, and I wrote a story, a true story about me, and I posted it on Facebook, and I've gotten some really good feedback on it. So I thought I would on YouTube. I'd do a video on it. So unlike me, I'm referring to a transcript here, um, and I wanted to share it with you. I'm not going to do it word for word because that seems kind of wooden, but I don't want to miss anything. And it's about how certain moments in life don't seem like much at the time, but years later you realize you were standing in the middle of something really important. And that happened to me. Back in the 1980s, I was working for a consulting firm in Boston. We were doing financial forecasts the old fashioned way, spreadsheets and pencils and 10 keys. And then there were typists that would type the spreadsheets up. And if management decided to change one small assumption, you'd lose days of work and you have to do the whole thing all over again. It would take days. In the meantime, there was this guy up on the top floor and hidden in a corner who had an Apple computer. Nobody took him seriously. They made fun of him. But I was pretty interested in what he was doing. So I got curious, and he showed me the things that I could do on an Apple computer. Then suddenly, things that took a week, I realized can take minutes. He had a program called VisiCalc, which was the predecessor for Excel. It was an electronic spreadsheet. And the friction was gone once I discovered that spreadsheet. The friction being all that stuff you had to do manually. Then later, there was another moment, a rainy afternoon in Boston. One of the partners came in wearing a wet raincoat and handed me one of those big floppy disks. And he said, I ran into some guys over in Cambridge and they're doing this thing. It's really neat. It's called Lotus 123, and it does spreadsheets, graphics, and word processing all in one. And I didn't realize it at the time, but that disk represented the future. I wasn't sure that I even believed it right at the moment, but I did when I started using it. Then there was the day that I saw my first hard drive. Back then, you had two floppy disk drives, an A and a B. And when you went into the operating system, you had an A prompt or a B prompt. There was no such thing as a C because there were only those floppies. And I walked into a guy's apartment and there was a blinking LED light, red LED light. And I'm like, what's that? He says, that's the hard drive. And I'm like, well, what the heck is a hard drive? And he said it was just like a floppy, only it was electronic, and it was 5 megabytes, and it blew my mind. It was such a huge leap forward. Things changed, not overnight, not dramatically, but quietly. These things changed in front of me. I didn't have the experience or the expertise to know that I was in the center of a revolution in information processing. And I didn't realize it. But here's the point. There are a couple of points, right? I had that same feeling again. Not with hardware like back then. Not with discs or blinking lights. But with something else entirely. Something that removes that friction really effectively. Not from calculation, but from thinking. One of the funny things about getting older is you might forget where you put your keys. You guys can relate to that. I do that sometimes. I forget little things. I walk into a room and have no idea what's there. But this made me realize something really important. There is a widely recognized cognition process that doesn't deteriorate as you age. It gets often more highly refined and better. It's the ability to recognize patterns, to see when something maybe important is happening. That doesn't go away and it improves. I didn't see it back then, but I see it now. I have that ability, and probably so do you. And it's because I've seen these patterns before, and my brain is able to access, it's able to do that pattern recognition and say, hey, this is the same in many, many ways. And the tools that we're talking about, and you know I'm talking about AI, right? They don't eliminate that, they support it. They remove some of the mechanical friction that used to slow us down, like those old stories in the 80s that I just told you. They let you spend more time thinking and less time searching. And it's given me a strange sense of peace because I've seen this movie before. I saw it with spreadsheets. I saw it with personal computers. And now I'm seeing it again. And here's the other interesting thing. I'm seeing it not as someone who needs it for a career. I'm retired. I do this YouTube channel part-time. I do 1 day a week counseling. I don't really need it for a career. I'm not dependent on it, but I do use it. And more importantly than that, I recognize the moment that we're in. And I feel really fortunate and lucky to be here to see it. And I relate it to being retired, being 65 years old, and dealing with the cognition and memory problems that we all start having, and we sort of get down on ourselves because of it. But this pattern recognition, this sophisticated kind of thinking, it's a real thing. And there are things that people our age can do that younger people that are bright and remember things and have that, instant recall, they don't have this because it takes decades of information storage and retrieval in your brain to get in a condition where you recognize patterns easily. So next time you have a little talk with yourself that you're upset because you walked into a room and didn't know why you were there, or lost your keys, or forgot someone's name, that's not the real important stuff. The real important stuff is recognizing patterns and having a real understanding of what's going on in the world. It's unique and it's really, really cool, and I love it. So let me know what you think about this stuff. I'd be interested.